See, what is the purpose of this? It says no war on Iran, socialistaction.ca.
So, this is something that Iranian people have been dealing with last 40 years. The problem is right now they are gaining power in Canada. Islamic regime and their lobbies, organizations, they are gaining power in Canada. And we are here to show that these are not presenting Iranian people. They are presenting the government of Iran.
David Menzies for Rebel News here in downtown Toronto. Well, I'm outside the U.S. Consulate. There is a supposed peace rally taking place, but appearances can be deceiving. The people that are behind this peace rally are really condemning America for the idea of getting involved in Iranian affairs. And it's a real interesting hodgepodge of people here, folks. There are members of public sector unions, if you can believe it. There is Antifa. And also there are a lot of people who have never lived a day in Iran. Meanwhile, across from that protest, there's a counter-protest of people condemning the Iranian regime. And guess what? Most of those people are actually Iranians. Anyways, I'm going to wade into the crowd and try to find out what the peace rally protesters are all about, if they can articulate their points. And then I'll go to the counter-protests and see what they have to say. So I'm just reading your literature, ma'am, and it says that Western imperialism is responsible for escalating tensions in the Middle East. She's actually wearing a Kewpie cap. Interesting. Hi, sir. What brings you out to this protest?
I'm good, man. I don't want to talk to you.
Oh, okay then. By the way, I noticed you have a Soviet Union hammer and sickle.
I don't want to talk to you, man.
No? Okay. Oh, hi, sir. Are you with Kewpie? Hey, how you doing there? This fella. Who is this fellow, sir, that's got a side of my face?
Let me see. Stupid. This is my sister. She's killed in the plan. Islamic government killed that plan.
Oh, this is a victim from the
Yes.
airline 752?
Yes. That is my sister. That's two children. That people.
What do you make of this person throwing out there?
Huh? Why you do like that?
This guy isn't good.
Are you a member of Antifa? Sir, why don't you take off your burqa so I can see who you are? Yeah. So, sir, who is this person that's...
What are you doing?
Rebel, you're a
what
piece
the f*** are you? You piece of
Oh, I'm not talking to you. I'm interviewing this gentleman right now.
piece of shit.
So, sir, who is this person?
Folks like to separate because you're not pushing into each other.
Thank you, officer.
That is my sister. That's an Islamic government killed it. That is in this.
You guys all like
That guy bothered me. That guy bothered me.
You guys all like to separate?
So, sir, what is it that you're here trying to state?
I just come over there. I said, Jesus, you guys, if you want to, don't do the bind sides. Both sides. Islamic government, same. Iran government is the same. He 14 years killed the people. He talked a lie. He shoot to the purpose to that people. He killed that two children and one my sister. Look at that. Shame.
Oh, the police are pulling them away.
Shame on you.
So, sir, you don't support freedom of speech?
Lock him up! Lock him up!
Lock him up for what? Espousing an opinion?
No, he says that to us all the time, so he can have a taste of his own medicine. Got it?
Well, what would he be locked up for? What would he be locked up for? I'm just wondering what crime has he committed by speaking in the public square?
Say he committed a crime.
Well, you want him locked up for nothing then?
Sure, you think it's nothing. Listen to these people.
Yeah, I see socialists, communists, I see people supporting the...
You want to see, don't you?
Well, it says socialists on the flag.
Well, go talk to them.
Okay, then. Are you part of that group?
They're ready to talk to you. Go talk to them. The only reason you're talking to me, I'm white, I'm big, I'm loud.
No, Why do you bring race into this?
Because it's a fact. I know you have a lot of trouble with facts.
Well, the man you just shouted down doesn't look right to me.
Down.
I heard you yelling, shame, shame.
Ran away.
I think the police pulled him away, sir.
Yeah.
So here you are, Antifa is back putting signs in my face, as you can see. What is the purpose of this? It says no war on Iran, socialistaction.ca. Anyways, folks, I guess there's some people presumably with Antifa, and they can't, as usual, articulate their points. They're sticking signs in my camera and won't answer any questions. I guess, in a way, I'm lucky because compared to the Antifa in Portland, I'm not getting a bicycle lock shoved over my head. But this is their idea of free speech in the public square. It's to shut down free speech. As you can see, they're with socialists, they're with communists, the political ideology guilty of committing millions and billions of deaths since its inception. So it's little wonder that they would be in support of a regime that is the world's biggest funder of terrorism. Yeah, right here in Toronto. What a shame. So, sir, what brings you out to this protest? Or you were part of the counter-protest?
No, I mean, I'm coming just because the anti-war protest. I come here to participate anti-war, but it's not.
I'm a fascist, sir? Why do you say I'm a fascist?
You're with Rebel News.
Yeah, what makes us fascist? I don't understand.
Your outright stance on
Sorry, I couldn't hear you.
supremacists.
Oh, we're white supremacists? That's funny. The owner of the company is a Jew. That'd be kind of odd for a Jewish person to be a white supremacist, don't you think?
Maybe not. Who knows? Fascists can ally with each other.
Oh, I see. Why would a Jewish person want to ally with a fascist?
That's today. I just wanted to point it out.
Can you give me an example of anything that we've reported that is
Favorably on Proud Boy marches and other alt-right actions and stuff, and you're always around when there's anti-fascist actions harassing people. Well, not you personally, but your outlets. So.
Don't you say anti-fascist, but the behavior we've encountered from Antifa, it's not anti-fascist, it's fascist classic. They try to shut down the discussion. They sometimes employ violence. That doesn't sound anti-fascist to me, sir.
Like, you have to fight fascism, ultimately.
What did you have to say, sir?
I want to say go f*** yourself, f*** you, f*** the rebel media, f***ing face.
Okay, then that's very profound.
Fuck you. Get the f*** out of here, man. Who are you listening to?
Well, actually, I'm in a public square in Canada, sir. We're not under Sharia law right now.
We advocate for Sharia law that turns everyone into transgender Muslims.
They never catch up.
What's that, sir?
You got your piece. Let's go on the Sadok now. Just
My mind has maintained my balance.
Well, I'm just asking questions, officer.
I know you are, but we just want you to stand over there for everybody's safety. Okay?
Where do you? I'm not allowed to ask questions. It's the public square.
Yeah, but just ask over there. That's all. That's all we're asking.
Where's over there?
By the edge. It's just. I want to talk to you. I just don't want anything in my face. So you can record. Just don't put it right in my face.
Okay.
My thing is, just for everybody's safety, your safety included, we're just asking that you stand over here instead of going right into the crowd. Okay?
Yes, sir. Oh. Well, I'm with Nasser. He is an outspoken critic of the Iranian regime. He is Iranian himself. Nasser, what do you make of all these people here that, including members of Canadian public sector unions, that are in support of a regime that is the world's biggest state sponsor of terrorism?
Maybe if they would have their son would get shot, sniped by the sniper shot of the Iranian government, they would understand the pain. But right now, they are here, money talks. Iranian regime has invested a lot of money into this project.
So you're saying they don't even believe in all this rubbish. They're just being paid. They're just being paid by the regime to be agitators.
Yes, they are here. They are here to support the regime without the knowledge. The problem is they have no knowledge of anything. I know in my country, my people, there is a war in Iran. They are correct. But the war is the Iranian regime with Iranian people. There is no other war.
And Nasser, I mean, I don't even see a lot of Iranian people on that side of the protest. What do you make of that? They're people that aren't even native to Iran.
That's exactly what I'm saying. Either they get paid employees or idiots. Without the research, they came in here. If they would do about research, they would know Iranian regime is a fascist regime, is killing their own people. Would they come to defend that regime? It's a shame. It's a shame from those people. They call themselves educated and tomorrow's future of Canada. It's shameful that to come to defend the Iranian regime in Canada, and fascist regime is a terrorist regime, #1 terrorist in the world. And thank you, Mr. Trump, to taking out that one and more to go. Please don't stop.
This is a dictatorship in a way of Islamic or communist. It's a dictatorship anyway. So this is something they have in common, to keep people, to fight people and oppress people just because they want democracy and freedom.
It's so interesting to me, sir, that so many people on the pro-Iranian regime side have never spent a single day in Iran. They don't know what the situation is in Iran. Why are they so indoctrinated?
It's absolutely, it's basically the message, they hide behind the message of no war, which is a false message. The idea is not war. The idea is that there has been a war raged on Iranian people for 4 years by
their own government.
By their own government. That was, in my opinion, doing a favor for every other stakeholder except the Iranian people. So the only group that's suffering past 4 years are the Iranian people, such as myself. My family, we moved here, we had to start from scratch. And we lost everything, and we had to, we're doing very well now, but I'm still not going to forget those early days where we suffered.
This must be very depressing for you, that you have people, a lot that seem to be Canadians, on the street in support of the regime. You have a member of parliament originally from Iran in support of the regime. Like I said, this must be very depressing for you.
It is depressing to me when I see Arabic people, which they have no right in Iran. Iran's fair. They come in here, they make a speech about my country. Or I see there is no offense for black people. I have black friends. I love black people, and to me doesn't matter, color doesn't matter. But when the black person is going talking about my country, that is an offense to me. That is not talking about the young children getting shot on the streets of Tehran. It's talking about to supporting the Iranian regime. That's very upsetting for me, that you have no idea what's going on inside my country. And you are American or Canadian or from different country. You are talking about my country.
So, this is something that Iranian people have been dealing with last 40 years. The problem is right now they are gaining power in Canada. Islamic regime and their lobbies, organizations, they are gaining power in Canada. And we are here to show that these are not presenting Iranian people. They are representing the government of Iran.
The question should be asked from the Canadian people, from American people, from European people. Do you want to allow your governments to continue supporting this kind of situation? Because listen, the Iranian regime, yes, they're keeping the oil cheap, but they're recruiting terrorists. They're gonna come after you guys. These same people that you're supporting, they're brainwashing kids to come and blow themselves up in the streets of London, in the streets of US. They're gonna cause a lot of problems. So is it worth it? The question is cheap oil worth it? And you know what? Many diplomats will say, yeah, you know what? They're promoting terrorism. They're causing terrorism. They're causing a lot of disenfranchisement of the Iranian people. But we'll take these people in, and we'll accept their liability, and we'll go ahead and we'll continue supporting this regime.
Well, in summary, that was one incredible protest under the proviso that it was a peace rally. It was nothing but. It was just a bunch of people bashing America, supporting the regime. And who were those people? On the counter-protest side, I was told that there was only a single Iranian person as part of the protest. And sure enough, from what I could tell, I saw members of Antifa. I saw native-born Canadians. I saw people who are part of public sector unions. Can you imagine that, folks? Coming out essentially on the taxpayer dime, propping up the world's biggest supporter of terrorism. Just incredible. The good news is, unlike the candlelight vigil for Iran's now deceased Chief Executive Terrorism Officer, General Soleimani, at least this time, no members of Toronto Police threatened me with breach of the peace if I were to ever utter the word terrorism. So my hat's off to the Toronto Police Service for handling this situation far better than they did a couple of weeks ago. For Rebel News, I'm David the Menzoid Menzies. Hey folks, we're setting sail in July. Yes, we're going on a cruise. Please go to rebelnewscruise.com, get all the details, and get set to set sail.